We move on from the Democrats to the Republicans. Reince Priebus, who has that job, does he still have it? I guess he still has it as the head of the RNC, is now going to be the chief of staff for President Trump's White House. And it's so weird to say that. And he is now talking about the Muslim Registry, something that has been talked about by this transition team and by this candidate in the waning days of his candidacy. Here is Reince Priebus talking about what that is, and we'll discuss exactly what he's meaning as he parses his words.
Can you equivocally rule out a registry for Muslims?
Look, I'm not going to rule out anything, but I wouldn't. We're not going to have a registry based on a religion.
So, I mean, it's the easiest question to answer with, yes, I can rule out a registry for Muslims. And he says, look, I'm not going to rule out anything.
And then says, we're not going to have a registry for Muslims, so I guess you're ruling that out.
Right.
Or are you?
Or are you? Or is it going to be people from different countries? All of whom happen to be Muslim. But it's not going to be based on religion. It's going to be based on the fact that you're from Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and...
right, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. And it sounds like at the beginning, he was trying to remember
yes.
what they were supposed to say about it. We're not going to rule out anything, but we're not going to have a registry for Muslims. Okay, that's what it is, because then we can still do it by country. Okay, I got it. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
And then he says, talking later, he said, certainly isn't a blanket for all people of that faith, but Mike Flynn is one of the most highly respected intelligence officers in America. Certainly no one can deny that. He's talking about General Michael Flynn, who said that Islam is a political ideology. And if you do it you don't do it by religion, but you do it by ideology, somehow it's going to be better. This is the scariest stuff that's come out of these, I think, early weeks of this transition team. Would anybody disagree with that?
That is scary, especially since there's a precedent for in our country that we did it to the Japanese. But Ronald Reagan cleared that up and he gave them all 20 grand. So,
yeah,
they were able to get a Toyota. So
it was a K car, I think.
I think so. Probably right back then. So, yeah, this. You know what? Yes. I think now, the country, when we did it before to the Japanese, I think the country would stand up and not let it happen again. What's happening in North Dakota right now would multiply it by 10 or wherever it would happen.
Hopefully by more than 10, because but really, I mean, there has to be a great civic involvement in that.
And so what someone said, I read an African American leader on Twitter. I don't know who. I can't remember exactly who it was. It was someone new to me, and they said they were talking about people. They said, the community leaders will stand up if Donald Trump tries to do this mass deportation, and we're not going to let it happen. And he tweeted out, where were the community leaders when Barack Obama's been doing this? So I hope that Donnie Trump wakes up people, and people won't let this kind of stuff happen. I don't think Americans will let this happen again. Yeah. Do you think so? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it would be an ugly street fight, but I don't think so. And I think from both benign and aggressive ways. I think people registering who aren't Muslim and just flooding the registry would be part of what happens. And it's
probably what would happen.
Clever and effective.